Hi guys, today I brought you this look. This is a very easy, no fuss, soft pink, pretty makeup look, and if you want to see how I did it, just keep on watching. For a primer, this is not technically a primer, this is an SPF. This is the Australian Gold Botanical Sunscreen SPF 50 for face. It's a tinted lotion and it kind of acts like a primer. It smooths out my pores, fills them, gives a tiny bit of tint, and it's just perfect. I've heard about this sunscreen lotion from Angie over at Hot and Flashy. If you don't know her channel, go check her out. She's great. She has a great knowledge about sunscreen and anti-aging and all that stuff, so I highly recommend her channel. While I'm letting it set, I'm putting a tiny bit of concealer just on my brow bone to cancel out the discoloration. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Kiko cream eyeshadow in the shade 36, and this is a very well loved Trax from MAC. I just can't even count how many I've used up over the past 12 years since I've been doing makeup. So I'm putting this on my eyelid, just on the mobile part, slightly blending it out, but I'm careful not to go over my crease too much. And to set it, I'm going over it with Trax. Today I have a good day because my eyes aren't puffy, but on a lot of days they are, especially in the morning. My body just loves to retain water just to annoy me. On those days I like to put something in my crease, something matte. That's very important. This is a color from MAC. I can't remember the name and it's stuck in here, and I think this was a limited edition, but this one is Quarry and it's great to push back that puffiness if you have that. You know what, I'm going to show you just for the sake of it. So I'm mixing these two together. This is a bony pink and this Quarry is a, I don't know, light mauvey gray, and I'm concentrating this here where I get really puffy, but just the slightest bit. This look is not about your crease color. The crease color is now camouflaging your puffiness. And to be perfectly honest, on a day-to-day basis, when I'm just running around, running errands, and I'm wearing minimal makeup, I don't use a concealer. But on the videos, I just need to. Otherwise, I look, I don't know. You know, HD camera is not very merciful on under eyes, or anything for that matter. So I'm putting a tiny bit of concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Remind. I should really try a new drugstore concealer or any concealer. And the next part is absolutely optional. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't, with the Kiko eyeshadow. And I just blend it out with my fingers. With pink eyeshadow, you have to be careful, but this is a goldeny pink, so I won't look like I have pink eye. But this is a very flattering shade, I think. And now for foundation, I'm using the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Perfecting Powder in the shade Light. Big fluffy Milani bronzing brush, and I'm just tapping this on my face. When I was traveling a couple months ago, these two were my go-to SPF / makeup solutions, and they work perfectly. And this powder is very easy to touch up. And although this is a finishing powder, I think you can build it up to a light to medium coverage without looking cakey. And since this Australian Gold Botanical Tinted Sunscreen Lotion has some pore blurring effects, and this does as well. My face really looks airbrushed. If you have dry skin, I suggest maybe you should try this Bare Minerals Prep Step Mineral Shield Daily Prep Lotion SPF 50 PA++++. Sometimes I mix this in with the Australian Gold one, because for me this is very oily, very slippery. That's the only way I can make it work. I just can't use this alone. This also has a slight tint. If we're talking about Bare Minerals, my favorite bronzer, this is the Invisible Bronze in the shade Fair to Light. And I'm using just the same brush I put on my powder with. I know everybody raves about the color Tan, and I'm thinking of getting it, but when I saw it, I was intimidated by how dark that seemed. But a lot of girls on YouTube with the skin tone similar to mine seem to love it, so I might give that a go. A bit on my nose. Maybelline Fit Me Blush in Cosmopolitan. You have seen it a few times, me using this, and you probably will be seeing it a lot more because I just love this blush. On my waterline, I'm going to put Colourpop's Honey Dude. This is a great waterline color, just the perfect nude. Not too stark, not too white. Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This was my favorite during this whole summer until I discovered L'Oreal Lash Paradise. But it still is a great mascara. And it's so cheap, it's ridiculous. My favorite eyebrow pencil from H&M in Espresso Brown. I don't want very defined and very articulate brows today. I just want natural, my brows but better kind of brows. I'm taking this liner, the Honey Dude, and double it as an inner corner highlight. I just can't be bothered to get the proper highlight or inner corner highlight shade. This makeup is not about overcomplicating things. I love doing that, of course, but not all the time. Sometimes you just want to throw a few things on and just be done with it and be out the door. With this makeup look, my lipstick is usually this Chanel Rose Comete, which is a frosty, very sheer and pale pink. Looks like this. It's very pretty, very easy to, reapply. You don't even need a mirror with this. But since this is discontinued, I'm going to give you some options. At the beginning of this year, starting from January, this lipstick used to be my everyday go-to lipstick. This is a L'Oreal liquid lipstick, and unfortunately, the name rubbed off. But this is a very subtle natural pink. And on days when I find it too pink, I love to pair it with the Colourpop's Tootsie liner to make it a bit more greigey rose. On the other side of the lipstick you have this balm, which I shattered, and this is going to take away the tackiness of the lipstick. So this is not your regular liquid lipstick that dries matte and you don't have to do anything with it. You have to put this on. We have the sheer and frosty pink lipstick, the not so matte liquid lipstick from L'Oreal, and let me give you a third option, matte liquid lipsticks. And I like to mix these two together. This is Jouer's Orchid, and this is a Sephora liquid lipstick in the shade 37. This is a real greigey lipstick, and on itself I often feel it, washes me out. I look like I'm dead. So, but this one is too pinky. So I mix them together. A tiny bit more of the Sephora one. And we're done. I think if I weren't speaking all the way, I think this would take me about 8 minutes tops. So this soft pink makeup is my response to November, when all of us are wearing grays and blacks and dark colors, and there are days when the sun just doesn't show up at all. But this just makes me feel a lot better, and the best part is it doesn't take long. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.